here at the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum, where we are sharing the stories and preserving the history of the men and women who serve in Canada's world wars.
Sylvia Morgan turned 100 years young this year, and she was a student nurse in London, England when the war broke out in Europe in 1939. She saw a lot of things that she still remembers to this day, 84 years later, including really the horrors of war, and when she saw the Lancaster Bomber go down.
Well, you saw them spiraling down into the sea, and you knew there wasn't nothing going to come up from there. Nope. It's a horrible thing, because you know it's not just a monkey in there, there's a human being there who has been training probably for several years to do that job, and it's all over within a few minutes sometimes. What can you do? They were noisy. Because if you lived on the south coast as we did, going towards the Isle of Wight, they'd go that way, and they were going overhead. And they're coming back, they would come back, and you knew there weren't as many noises coming back as there were going out. But then, someone had decreed war, so it had to be carried out. I prefer not to think about it. It's gone, it's past. We helped those that we could help, and some of them have left us.
How often does your mind go back to those moments?
Rarely. There's no point in going back. You have to go on. You've got your own families to come up. And you've got your own parents who've seen what's been happening, so you just go on with living with what's around you. What we do to each other as human beings is impossible to imagine, isn't it? Who goes out to kill each other? When we were small, we never thought we'd be killing each other.
Wearing that poppy, what does that mean to you? Putting that poppy on and wearing it and seeing other people wear it.
People realize, they are aware of what happened. Let's hope it never happens again. What a waste of life. Little children born, they never grow up to become mature individuals. Something's wrong somewhere.
You were just a student at the time.
I had not set off to be a nurse, but when I got to the situation in London, that's all I wanted to do. I found nursing a satisfying job to do for a woman, because you could either help with the wounded or help with the children or even the seniors. You don't think about it, you deal with what's put in front of you. What they need at that moment, whether it's medication, whether it needs treatment to their body, you don't know until you're there.
Well, we appreciate you being here today, and we appreciate you telling stories and passing them along.
I don't know if I said anything. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
And
Thank you for asking me.
And wearing the poppy.